Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got game 2 against the Braves. It was a safe situation yesterday, so I think we can call that a close one. And we'll say this win streak has got to be coming to an end pretty soon. So we'll see if it's today. Atlanta takes the field. I think that's the same lineup that we saw yesterday. Yeah, Nomar was at third. He moved to first later. Yeah, that's the same lineup we saw. So Karras on the mound, I'm a little shocked. He pitched most of the game yesterday. I can't imagine he will last too long in this one, though he was effective. All 3 runs were given up to the starter, Maxwell, I believe was his name. Here's Kester to start things off today. Starts off with the slider in the dirt. Forkball catches the outside corner. Another strike to the outer half. There's that knuckle curve, gets a swing and a miss. So here's Marvin. He will bat left-handed. He has not had a right-handed at-bat so far against the Braves this year. Just kind of cheating. This is only the second game we've played against the Braves this year. Grounds this one off to second. Gotay takes care of that. 2 down for Chief, who did have a good day yesterday. He'll look at strike 1. Pitch is up and in. Boy, that was a very hittable pitch, and Chief just let it go by. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 start for the Squirrels. The Braves will start with Yunel Escobar at the plate. Regular lineup in today. We will get the bench guys tomorrow before we go off to New York. Here is Escobar. He'll look at strike 1. Fouled away into the Braves dugout. Not super hard though. I'm sure everybody was okay. Ground ball to third, and there's the first out of the inning. Here is Ruben Gotay. Oh, a Gill on the mound. I don't think I mentioned that yet. Gets Gotay to ground out to first. 2 away for Brian McCann, who did not have a good day yesterday. He will look at strike 1. Grounds this one just foul down the first base side to make it 0-2. Ground ball towards the middle. Joey's able to get a glove on it and get it over to first. So nothing happens in the first inning. We move to the second, where Terry will lead things off for Indianapolis.
Number 4, Terry, first baseman.
First pitch misses down and away. Down and away again. There's a called strike. Ground ball to short. Escobar takes care of that. 1 away. Here's Frank. He looks at strike 1 and then swings and misses for strike 2. Ground ball. Karras comes off the back of the mound to grab it and get it to first. 2 down. Here is Tom. He will look at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Not a lot of action so far. We go to the bottom of the second inning where Jeff Francoeur will lead off for Atlanta. He grounds the first pitch to Joey. One down, and here comes Kelly Johnson.
Kelly Johnson, first baseman.
First pitch misses down and away on a curveball. Sinker bounces in, makes it 2-0. Catches the outside corner for the first strike. Similar pitch, but a little further out. Makes it 3-1. There's a called strike. We got a full count. Swing and a miss on a curveball for the second out of the inning. So here's Scott Hairston. He will look at strike one. Backdoor slider for strike two. I'm not sure I would have called that a strike. Hairston didn't like the call either. Swing and a miss, strike three. I mean, we got dueling perfect games going on right now. Clearly that can't keep up. We move on to the third. Zach is going to start things off for the Squirrels.
Number 31, Williams, right fielder.
First pitch just misses outside. That one's over the plate, but Zach misses it. 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Grounds this one softly. This might work. Escobar doesn't have a play. A weak grounder kind of between third and short is your first hit of the game. Zach immediately takes off and is safe. I thought he was dead meat, but he makes it in there to steal second base. Maybe McCann was as surprised as I was. So Joey now has a runner in scoring position with nobody out and a 1-1 count. High fastball for strike two. That forkball stays high. 2-2. Ground ball through the right side. Will it score a run? No, and that's probably a good decision for Zach to stay at third. Gill at the plate. Runners on the corners. And the Braves have not recorded an out. This 2 hits feels like an outbreak right now. Gill's down 0-2. Thought they might try the squeeze play, but he will just strike out. One away, back to the top of their order. So nobody got a hit until Zach, so. This one will probably work, though. Salazar, no, he gets there, and the runners had already taken off, so that's an easy double over at third. So the Squirrels get a couple hits, get a runner all the way to third, but cannot score. Get into third with nobody out, I might add. So here is Nomar. He looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. I'm trying to maybe there was one out when he got to third. I can't remember. No? No, yeah, I don't think so. It was a double play. That's what was throwing me off. Okay, anyway, Jeff Salazar at the plate. Nobody on base with one away. There's a ground ball to second for the second out of the inning. Here's Sokeris at the plate. Obviously been effective on the mound. I'm a little surprised he's lasted this long even, just because of how many pitches he threw yesterday. He's got a 2-0 count right now. Swings and misses at that curveball. Pitch a bit too high, makes it 3-1. Curveball's in there for a strike. We got a full count with 2 outs, but nobody on base. Swing and a miss for strike three. We'll move into the fourth inning. Nobody has scored yet. Marvin's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Marvin ground out his first time up. Pops this one up. McCann will take it just in foul ground. 1 pitch, 1 out. Chief struck out in his first at-bat. 1 of 4 for Sakaris, first time through the order. First pitch drifts inside. Oh, swings over the top of a forkball. That slider is down and out. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. High hop. Gauthier had to wait on it, but he gets it to first in time for the second out of the inning. Now, here's Terry. He takes strike 1. That fastball a little too high. Oh, that was hittable, and Terry just whiffed. Hits this one. Was it hard enough to get down? Yes, just out of Gauthier's reach. So there's a 2-out single to bring Frank to the plate. He looks at a fastball right down the middle. I don't know what the main street is in Atlanta to say it was right down whatever, like Meridian Street in Indianapolis. But Frank got a hit, an opposite field line drive through the infield. Tom at the plate with 2 on and 2 outs. Make it a 1-1 count to start things off. That forkball stays inside. The slider's called a strike at the knees, I suppose. 2-2. Tom hits this one hard but foul. So we'll try it again. Fouled straight back. We'll try yet again. Oh, Tom way early on that fastball, and that will end the inning. So the Squirrels get a couple more on, but it's still a scoreless game as we go to the bottom of the fourth, where the Braves are back to the top of their order. Gill also struck out 4 Braves the first time through their order. Escobar not one of them. He ground out. That slider is too low. Fastball is called a strike, though. Just inside, 2-1. Ground ball. Chief will throw into the dirt, and Terry cannot scoop it. So there goes the perfect game. Ruben Gauthier to see if he can take advantage here. He's got a 1-1 count. Swings at a sinker in the dirt. Makes it 1-2. Hits this one towards the middle. Joey gets it on the fly. And Escobar had gotten too far off of first, so that is a double play. Brian McCann then at the plate with the bases empty and now 2 outs. So a couple bad base running mistakes by both teams already today. He hits this one sharply to short. Joey makes the catch, and we will move to the 5th inning. Zach's going to start things off for the Squirrels. We're waiting for the first run in this game. Zach has been the player that got closest to scoring. He actually, I think, thought he was going to score till Salazar made that catch on Kester's pop-up, where he was then doubled off at third. He's got a 1-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Joey. Got a base hit at his first at-bat, but it wasn't deep enough to score Zach from second after he stole that base. Joey with a 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. None of those pitches have been real close. All down and away. Grooves in a strike to make it 3-1. Grooves in another one. Makes it a full count. looks at strike 3. Boy, you got to swing at one of those if you're Joey. That'll bring Gil to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. And looks at strike 1 here. So Karras now starting to wipe his brow. He's put in a lot of work the last couple days. He's got Gil with an 0-2 count. Gets him to swing at one in the dirt to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Still scoreless. The Braves will start off with Jeff Francoeur at the plate. First pitch, a backdoor curve for strike 1. Popped in the air. Terry, waiting for it just in foul ground, makes the catch. Here's Johnson. He struck out in his first at-bat. Grounds this one to third. That is 2 quick outs for Scott Hairston, who struck out at his first at-bat. I forget, during the college season there was some Hairston, and I don't remember if it was Scott or Jerry's kid, and even what team he was on. We did see the next generation of Hairston coming through the college ranks. This Hairston has a 2-2 count. Puts it out into shallow center. Marvin makes the catch. Well, we'll move into the 6th inning. Still scoreless. The Squirrels back to the top of their order. Kester 0 for 2, so Karras has got to be about done out there. So first pitch is down and in. Also might note that the Phillies lost yesterday as well, so it is still a tie atop the NL East between the Braves and the Phillies. Kester's got a 3-1 count. That one just catches the inside corner to make it a full count. Fouled up. McCann just runs out of room. So we'll try it all again. Ground ball towards the middle, but not hit hard enough. Escobar picks it up and gets it to first. One down. Here comes Marvin. I do believe he is 0 for 2. So I just got a school email, but it looks like it's just construction updates, so I can deal with that later. Marvin hits a line drive out into right field, a 1-out single. That will bring Chief to the plate. The Braves will go to their bullpen. Brian Bruni is going to take over on the mound. Chief 0 for 2 so far. His average again is dipped below 400. Currently sitting at 399. Marvin steals second. Another close one, but he is in there, just as Zach was. So Chief now with the runner in scoring position. That pitch catches the top of the zone, makes it 0-2. Hits this one. That will get down into right field. Marvin going for home. And he will make it there. The Squirrels take a 1-0 lead. May not be done yet. 1 on, 1 out. Terry at the plate looks at strike 1. This one's going to hook foul. I think it's going to make the sound just in front of the seats, I guess. 0-2 either way. This is fouled off again. That one's going to get through the middle for a base hit. Chief will stay at second, as he should have. So here's Frank with 2 on and just the 1 out. First pitch catches the outside corner. Infield fly called. Looks like Johnson's going to take it. So here is Tom, 2 on with 2 outs. And he will not get this one by. Gauthier goes out and makes the grab. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the order coming up for the Braves. Squirrels now leading 1-0. Nomar struck out in his first at bat. I don't think Gill has a strikeout the second time through the Braves' order to this point. And, well, I guess this one could still be a hooked foul. 0-2. Grounds this one off to short. Joey takes care of that. One down. Here is Jeff Salazar. He came very close to a hit his last time up. I think it was Salazar anyway. But Marvin made a shoestring catch. That one's not going to do it either. Lines out to Kester on a blue liner. So Bruni is going to get an at-bat here. He will swing and miss at a curveball. Called strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, we'll move to the 7th inning. Still 1-0 Squirrels. Zach is going to lead it off. All right. Oh. I looked down and the Braves made a defensive change. I assume it was Wood coming into third and Nomar going to short. Yeah, looks like that's, or first rather. Looks like that's what happened. Zach lines out to third. Joey at the plate. He's going to go up the middle with a base hit. That will bring Gill to the plate. No pinch hitter, I hope for obvious reasons. He has struck out twice at the plate. We'll see if he puts down a bunt here as he looks at strike 1. Looks like he plans on swinging, which he does, but comes up empty. 0-2. Grounds this one to Escobar. This looks like a double play, and it sure is. That's going to bring us to the 7th inning stretch. The Squirrels lead 1-0. The Braves will have Escobar at the plate after the break.
Now, please rise and join the singer.
Escobar swings and misses at a curveball. I guess. Well, yeah, everybody would still be 0 for 2. Escobar has a 1-2 count. Was Escobar the one that reached base? I can't remember. Anyway, he strikes out, so here's Ruben Gauthier. Feels like he's been busy out in the field. Takes strike 1, swings and misses for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here's Brian McCann. Ground out and lined out so far. First pitch is in the dirt. Second one is too far inside. Curveball is called a strike. Ken didn't like the call, but this is apparently before he got surgery, so maybe he doesn't know. Swings and misses, makes it a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's it for the 7th. We move to the 8th inning. Squirrels leading 1-0, and they will have the top of their order coming up. Kester 0 for 3 so far. But that will get down for a base hit right down the right field line. He's going to make it a double. And he is in there safely. Good throw, just not quite in time. So here is Marvin. I do believe he got a hit last time up. And I believe that also scored the only run of the game so far. First pitch was a ball, as was that pitch. Sails high. It's 2-0. Rooney started to get tired out there, but he does throw in a strike. Marvin pops this up. McCann should have it right by the tomahawk, which he does. So here's Chief. His average back to 400. Has the only RBI of the game. He looks at strike one. Hits this one over Gotay's head. Will it score a run? Kester's going to try it. It looks like he'll get in there safely. 2-0 Squirrels, which obviously, honestly feels insurmountable the way this game has gone. Terry looks at a fat pitch and then hits this one. Salazar going back. We will not get there. Chief was already running. He will, stops at third. Terry was almost at second base before he decided to turn around, but he got back safely. Runners on the corners for Frank, but Braves will bring in a new pitcher. Jorge Julio is going to take over and try to keep this where it is. It's not going to matter if the Braves bats don't wake up, though. Frank looks at ball one. Looks at ball two. Line drive up the middle, and that's going to score another run. 3-0 Squirrels with 2 on. 1 out, and Tom at the plate. And Tom, I think, just hit a no-doubter. Well, not as deep as I thought. 393 feet, his 4th home run of the year. If he'd been doing this earlier in the year, he probably would have still been an all-star, but I'll take it whenever he can do it. That makes it 6-0 Squirrels, and that's going to be it for Julio. Chris Resop's going to come into Resop. I'm not sure exactly, but he's going to come in to pitch. And bases obviously now empty. Just the 1 out for Zach as he looks at strike one. That pitch is up and away. Zach behind on that fastball. Called strike 3 on a high fastball. So here's Joey. He's 2 for 3 today. 2 away, nobody on. First pitch is down and out. This one misses inside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Or sorry, 2-1. Little dyslexic moment there. There's another swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's now a 6-0 Squirrels lead after a 5 spot. Jeff Francoeur is going to lead things off for Atlanta. Francoeur fouled out in his last at-bat as he watches that fastball break low. Sinker misses inside. Curveball is swung on and missed. Grounds this one. No, gets through. That breaks up the no-hitter. The leadoff batter in the 8th inning. Well, we'll see if Gil can get through the inning. Wood with his first at-bat looks like he's going to ground into a double play. He sure does. 6-4-3. The Braves have had 2 base runners, and each time they were immediately doubled off. So once by error, once by hit. Here's Scott Hairston. As he looks at strike 1. Chases a sinker in the dirt to make it 0-2. Does not chase the high slider. Curveball too far inside. It's 2-2. Swings and misses at that pitch, and that will end the 8th inning. The Braves will not be no-hit today, just barely. So I guess we can finally pinch hit here in the 9th inning. Let's go with Sweeney. Reese still on the mound. I'm sure the Braves would really rather not use another pitcher if they don't absolutely have to. Sweeney quickly down 0-2. Hits this one into center field, but pretty much right to Salazar. One down. Here is Kester. Got a double in his last at bat. It's part of the... Is that the 8th inning meltdown or 7th inning meltdown? I think it was the 8th inning. Kester with a 1-1 count at the moment. Hits this one into right field. Francoeur was playing in, but not in enough. It drops in front of him. Speedy runner on first, and they've been running on McCann all day, though now the lead's a little different. Line drive right to Escobar on the first pitch to Marvin. That's 2 away. Chief 2 for 4 on the day. Runner on first with 2 outs. He fouls the first pitch away. Check over on first. That pitch is a bit outside. 1-1. Too low. Fouled back. That'll make it a 2-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on first again. Line drive into right field, and it gets down in front of Francoeur. Marvin's going to move on to third base. Puts runners on the corners for Terry. There are 2 outs. First pitch is in there for a strike. This is ground foul down the third base side. Called strike 3. Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Braves at the bottom of their order. They need 6 runs to stay alive here. They will do so against Zapp. We'll see how rested he is. He's mostly back. Put him into Terry's spot, which will put Sweeney at first.
Attention, please. Now from your pit, Indianapolis, number 23, Zach.
All right, Garcia Parra. Obviously, everybody's 0 for 2, other than I think it was Francoeur. I think has the 1 hit today. Nomar's got a 2-0 count. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 2-2. This is down and away. It's a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. Here is Salazar. He's going to ground the first pitch over to Joey, and that'll put the Braves down to their last out. They will pinch hit for the pitcher. So Miguel Montero is going to come into pinch hit. And he puts a line drive deep into right field. It's going to one-hop the wall. The second hit of the day for the Braves. And he's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to be thrown out at second base, but he does get in there. So runner now in scoring position for Escobar, but there are 2 outs. He's got a 1-1 count to start things off. And that's going to get down into center field, and the Braves are going to get on the board. They still got a lot of work to go, but it's now 6-1. Gote, 0 for 3 on the day. The runner on first. Watches that fastball sail high. And there is a called strike. Line drive right back to Zapp. It goes off his glove. And Kester can't recover in time, so that'll bring McCann to the plate. Nearly got the last out there, but just a little uncoordinated. 2 on with 2 outs. McCann has a 1-1 count to start things off. Doesn't chase that breaking ball. Does swing and miss at a changeup to make it 2-2. McCann, will this stay fair? No. Hook's foul, and I don't think it quite had the home run distance anyway. But it was deep. Lines this one to Terry, and that, or actually it was Sweeney, but that ends the ball game. Little drama there in the 9th. But your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 6, Atlanta Braves 1. And I'm sure the Braves would tell you, you got to start getting hits before the 8th inning if you really want to win games. Alright, Chief is going to be your player of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We'll be back with the last game of this series tomorrow. We'll see you then.